Hey there everyone, Josh Crowfoot here, Crowfoot Law Firm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm a commercial real estate lawyer, and we're here on day 27 of Commercial Real Estate 101. We're still on the topic of leases, and today we're going to discuss renewal options and other options that can come in handy when you're negotiating a commercial lease. If you are on the tenant side, there are a few different things that you should consider when drafting a lease. The first is a renewal option to renew the term. The second is a right to expand the premises, especially if you're in an office space type setup. A right of first refusal and a right of first offer. An option to renew is sometimes called an extension option. What it allows the tenant to do is to negotiate ahead of time a right to extend the term of the lease. So for example, if you have a 10-year term, you might negotiate a 5-year option to renew, and as the tenant you would give notice of that to the landlord sometime between 90 to 180 days before the term expires, and you would have the right to extend the term. A typical retail lease, retail commercial lease, will have a couple of options to renew in there. So if you have a 10-year term, it's not uncommon for a tenant to negotiate 2 5-year options to renew. Another option to consider is the right to expand. If you are an office tenant and you're wanting to stay in your location, keep the same suite address, and there happens to be adjacent space next to you, and you want to be able to grow into that space rather than move to a different floor or a different building when your business is grown, you can negotiate a right to expand into an adjacent space. Another option is the right of first refusal. That basically gives you, the tenant, the option to buy the building if the landlord ever decides to sell. So if the landlord receives an offer, you can have a right to purchase the property at that same purchase price and on those same terms and conditions. Really comes into play when a tenant is in a building as opposed to an entire office building, but that is another option. And another is a right of first offer, and that is just the ability to lease additional space in the building. You get the first right of offer. The landlord has to come to you first before leasing to anybody else.